Right, so hi everyone. Welcome to our quiz. This is our first Facebook Live quiz. My name's Matt, and I'll be your quizmaster for today. So, did you know, first off, that the inaugural public meeting of the RNLI took place in the London Tavern in Bishopsgate in 1824? So, nearly 200 years later on, we're having back in the pub, albeit virtually, but on Facebook Live. So I reckon William Hillary would have approved of that. What do you think? So I'm Matt. I'm from Swanage Lifeboat Station. I've been on the station 19 years now. We've got Shannon class lifeboat, D class down in sunny Swanage, and I'm a mechanic and a helmsman on those boats. As I say, been down there 19 years. My brother is on there. He's deputy second coxswain. My dad was a coxswain before that, and my granddad before that. So we've got quite a bit of family heritage down here in Swanage. So I'll just let you know how we're going to run through the quiz this evening. So there is no better way to spend the Friday night in the pub. But so all the pubs are shut, so we're here on Facebook Live doing a Facebook pub quiz to test your knowledge on various RNLI related things. So whether you're playing alone or as a team, we hope this quiz brings you some cheer at this difficult and odd time. Tonight there'll be 5 rounds of 10 questions each covering RNLI heritage, the lifeboat fleet, RNLI medal winners, water safety, and finally some general knowledge on various things nautical. So I will read out the answers to all 5 rounds at the end of the quiz to give you plenty of time to think over your answers. In terms of scoring, this quiz is just for fun. There are no prizes apart from pride, so please refrain from cheating or heckling the quiz master, because I don't need that. To even things up, we are awarding a handicap depending on the size of your team. So when you're playing at home, if you're playing solo, you automatically get 3 bonus points to add to your total at the end. Teams of 2 bonus points, and teams of 3 get 1 bonus point. Unfortunately, if you've got a team of 4 or more, you don't get any bonus points. Sorry about that. So do let us know your team names in the comments section, who is playing, where you're from, but please do not give any spoilers and give everyone the chance to play, so it's all fair across the board. So without further ado then, everyone got pen and paper ready? We'll get round 1 underway, and round 1 is on RNLI heritage. So let's dive straight in with round 1. So round 1, question 1. In 2024, the RNLI will celebrate what major milestone? That's in 2024, the RNLI will celebrate what major milestone? Okay. Question 2. RNLI founder Sir William Hillary lived on which island in the British Isles? RNLI founder Sir William Hillary lived on which island in the British Isles? Question 3. Are you ready? What 2 objects are at the centre of the RNLI flag? Designed by Lenora Preston in 1884 Which or what two items are at the centre of the RNLI flag? There's 1 point for each on this question. So what two objects are at the centre of the RNLI flag? Okay. Remember, there's 1 point for each of those. Right, question 4. The world's first charity street fundraising collection was held in aid of the RNLI in 1891. In which English city? The world's first charity street raising collection was held in the aid of the RNLI in 1891 in which English city? Okay, question 5. The first motor lifeboat was placed on service at which lifeboat station located in the north-east of England in 1905? The first motor lifeboat was placed on service at which lifeboat station located in the north-east of England in 1905? Okay, question 6. The RNLI was originally called the RNIPLS. What do those letters stand for? There is 1 point for each correct word. The RNLI was originally called the RNIPLS. What do those letters stand for? And there is 1 point for each correct word. I can see why they changed it. Team Tropic Thunder. Good name. Okay. Got all that down. So question 7. In what year did the All-Weather Lifeboat Centre, where RNLI lifeboats are built and maintained, open in Poole? So that's the, in what year did the All-Weather Lifeboat Centre, where RNLI lifeboats are built and maintained, open in Poole? Okay, question 8. In 1969, 18-year-old Norwegian student Elisabeth Hostvedt achieved what RNLI first? Now, you'll forgive me if I've got that name wrong, but I'll go over it again. In 1969, 18-year-old Norwegian student Elisabeth Hostvedt achieved what RNLI first? I expect to see some comments on my pronunciation of that surname. Okay, so question 9. What was special about Arklow Lifeboat Station when it opened in 1826? What was special about Arklow Lifeboat Station when it opened in 1826? Okay. Question 10, last question of round 1. Built in 1802, the oldest surviving lifeboat in the world was stationed at Redcar until its retirement in 1864. What is the name of this very special lifeboat? And it's not Boaty McBoatface. So built in 1802, the oldest surviving lifeboat in the world was stationed at Redcar until its retirement in 1864. What is the name of this very special lifeboat? Okay, so that's all the questions for round 1 on heritage. So just to remind you, I'll read the answers to all the questions at the end of the quiz. So it's amazing to see so many of you joining in tonight. Some great team names there, and hello to everyone who's playing. If you're struggling with the first heritage round, that's a difficult round, but hang on in there, because your round might be coming up. Okay, so moving on to round 2 now, which is all about RNLI lifeboats. So this may be your round. All ready to go? So the round 2, the RNLI lifeboat fleet. Question 1. How many lifeboat stations does the RNLI operate in total? Now, this is a multiple choice question. Is it A, 228, B, 238, or C, 248? That's how many lifeboat stations does the RNLI operate in total? A, 228, B, 238, or C, 248? Okay, question 2. Roughly, what percentage of the RNLI rescues are only possible because of gifts left in wills? Now, your answers can be plus or minus 5% when we've eventually given the answers out. So roughly what percentage of the RNLI rescues are only possible because of gifts left in wills? I don't have a twin brother. Well, I don't think I have a twin brother. So question 3. How long is a Tamar class lifeboat to the nearest meter? How long is a Tamar class lifeboat to the nearest meter? Hi, Dave. Question 4. Which all-weather lifeboat uses water jets instead of propellers? Which all-weather lifeboat uses water jets instead of propellers? Okay. Question 5. Which lifeboat is the fastest in the RNLI fleet? Capable of 40 knots. Which lifeboat is the fastest in the RNLI fleet? Capable of 40 knots on a good day. Okay, question 6. In what year did RNLI lifeboats begin operating on the River Thames in London? In what year did RNLI lifeboats begin operating on the River Thames in London? Okay, question 7. Question 7. Can you name our most northerly, easterly, westerly and southerly lifeboat stations? There is 1 point for each and 2 extra points if you can name all 4. So can you name our most northerly, easterly, westerly and southerly lifeboat stations? I'll give you some time for that one. That's a head scratcher. Can you name our most northerly, easterly, westerly and southerly lifeboat stations? Again, there's 1 point for each of those and 2 extra points if you can name all 4 of them. Okay. Question 8. Each RNLI lifeboat has 2 numbers on the hull, that's the bottom part, separated by a dash. What does each signify? There's 1 point for each. So each RNLI lifeboat has 2 numbers on the hull, separated by a dash. What does each number signify? 1 point for each of those. Okay. What's the name? Question 9. What's the name for the crew member at the controls of a rescue hovercraft? They're not all called Jim. That's a fact. So what's the name for the crew member at the controls of a rescue hovercraft? Right, question 10, round 2, the Save Our Sevens appeal, which has recently been launched. The Save Our Sevens appeal aims to help the 7 class lifeboat live on for how many extra years? Now, this is a multiple choice. Your choices are A, 15 years, B, 20 years, or C, 25 years. The Save Our Sevens appeal aims to help the 7 class lifeboat live on for how many extra years? A, 15, B, 20, or C, 25? So that was question 10 of round 2 on the lifeboat fleet. So we'll just take a little, a very short break now to give you all time to top up your drinks and maybe get yourself another bottle of wine out of the fridge. So don't forget, you can donate. There's a button at the bottom of this somewhere or in the comments. You can donate, and all your donations are greatly received. As you well know, that the RNLI is a charity, and we're out here to save lives 365 days a year, and your money is what keeps it all going, and it's very much appreciated. So if you want to donate the cost of a pint or two, we're not in the pub at the moment, so we would very much appreciate that. It's the RNLI aim as a charity is to prevent drowning, and it wouldn't be able to do an RNLI quiz without an educational element. So next up, I'm going to test your knowledge on water safety. Now, I can't say I'll hold a flame at all to our Water Safety Wednesdays, as that's quite a show. But make sure you get yourself a drink. I'm obviously not on duty tonight. Okay, so you've got the glasses topped up, all been to the loo. Excellent news. So round 3 is on water safety. Oh, hang on. Can you say hello to Luca? He is 9 and stayed up late. Hello, Luca. How you doing? Hello from everyone down in Swanage. Right, let's get going. Round 3, water safety. So question 1 of round 3. How cold does water have to be to cause cold water shock? Now, this is a multiple choice again, and your choices are A, less than 15 degrees, all centigrade, so less than 15 degrees centigrade, B, less than 10 degrees C, or C, less than 5 degrees C. So how cold does water have to be to cause cold water shock? A, less than 15 degrees, B, less than 10 degrees, and C, less than 5 degrees. Question 2. What does the Respect the Water campaign advise people to do if they get into trouble in cold water? What does the Respect the Water campaign advise people to do if they get into trouble in cold water? Question 3. What does an orange windsock flying at the beach indicate? So what does an orange windsock flying at the beach indicate? Question 4. What time of day does Water Safety Wednesdays broadcast live on the RNLI's Facebook page? Now, I tune in every Wednesday, and so do my kids. So what time of the day does Water Safety Wednesdays broadcast live on the RNLI's Facebook page? So question 5. RNLI Inspector Captain Ward introduced what safety innovation in 1854? RNLI Inspector Captain Ward introduced what safety innovation in 1854? Question 6. A PLB can be used to send a message to the Coast Guard that you're in trouble, but what does PLB stand for? A PLB can be used to send a message to the Coast Guard that you're in trouble, but what does PLB stand for? PLB. Okay, question 7. Many people get caught out by the tide each year. The Bay of Fundy is commonly said to have the world's largest tidal range of more than 16 meters, but in which country is it located? Thank you, Daisy. Many people get caught out by the tide each year. The Bay of Fundy is commonly said to have the world's largest tidal range of more than 16 meters, but in which country is it located? That's question 7. Thanks, Robert. I love a bow tie as well. Okay, question 8. Which venomous fish poses a hazard to beachgoers in the UK and Ireland? Which venomous fish poses a hazard to beachgoers in the UK and Ireland? Question 9. If you see someone in trouble in the water at the coast, what should you do? If you see someone in trouble in the water at the coast, what should you do? And question 10 of round 2. Which number radio channel is used to send distress message at sea? Question 10. Which number radio channel is used to send a distress message at sea? That is the end of round 2. Round 2, not round 2. Round 3, beg your pardon. Don't want it to end, that's the thing. Okay, so don't forget that donate button there. If you fancy donating the cost of a pint or two, then just hit that donate button. Okay, so it's now to celebrate some of the bravest and most skillful volunteers in history as we test your knowledge about some of our RNLI Gallantry Award winners. You'll note that I don't appear on this next set of questions, but I do believe that my Gallantry stuff's in the post. And my medals, I have a rack of them. Right, round 4, let's go. Round 4, question 1. So William Hillary helped save hundreds of lives, but how many RNLI gold medals was he awarded? Sir William Hillary helped save hundreds of lives, but how many RNLI gold medals was he awarded? Question 2. Aileen Jones became the first female crew member to be awarded the RNLI Gallantry Medal in which year? Aileen Jones became the first female crew member to be awarded the RNLI Gallantry Medal in which year? That's question 2. Question 3. It was recently announced that Dean Hegarty is to receive a bronze medal at which lifeboat station in Ireland is he coxswain? So it's recently announced that Dean Hegarty is to receive a bronze medal. At which lifeboat station in Ireland is he coxswain? Question 4. The RNLI's bronze medal was introduced in 1917. Crew members from which station located on the North Sea coast were its first recipients? So, question 4. The RNLI's bronze medal was introduced in 1917. Which crew members from which station located on the North Sea coast were its first recipients? Okay, question 5. What biblical reference is inscribed onto the RNLI medals? What biblical reference is inscribed onto RNLI medals? That's question 5. We'll have another little break at the end of this round to top up your drinks. Hopefully you're all doing well. Question 6. We've got that one in. Question 6. In 1824, Charles Fremantle was awarded a gold medal. What was special about this? In 1824, Charles Fremantle was awarded a gold medal. What was special about this? That's question 6. Question 7. Grace Darling became a national heroine in 1838 after her famous silver medal winning rescue. But what was the name of the ship from which she helped save 9 people? Question 7 again. Grace Darling became a national heroine in 1838 after her famous silver medal winning rescue. But what was the name of the ship from which she helped save 9 people? Okay, got a quick shout out. Can Rebecca's mum and dad on Anglesey, Debbie and Brian, they are on their first video chat on Facebook Live pub quiz. It's been a technological feat. So hello Debbie and Brian. Well done. Question 8. RNLI medal winner Henry Freeman was the sole survivor of the Whitby lifeboat disaster in 1861. What saved his life that day? So RNLI medal winner Henry Freeman was the sole survivor of the Whitby lifeboat disaster in 1861. What saved his life that day? Okay, question 9. In 2008, which Devon lifeboat station's crew were given the RNLI Gallantry Awards and also won a Pride of Britain Award for the rescue of the ship Ice Prince? Question 9. In 2008, which Devon lifeboat station crew were given the RNLI Gallantry Awards and also won the Pride of Britain Award for the rescue of the ship Ice Prince? Okay, question 10 of round 4. How many RNLI medals was Henry Blogg awarded in his lifeboat career, making him our most decorated crew member? And for a bonus point, what was the name of his dog, which he was gifted after rescuing it during a service to an Italian ship? So, how many RNLI medals was Henry Blogg awarded in his lifeboat career, making him our most decorated crew member? And for a bonus point, what was the name of his dog, which he was gifted after rescuing it during a service to an Italian ship? How many medals? Probably not as many as I'll get, but Henry Blogg. So that bonus point, what was the name of his dog? So it's now probably time for another quick break. So take a few minutes to prepare yourself for our final round this evening, which is on general nautical knowledge. So top up your glasses, hit the donate button as many times as you can, especially if you're getting a big round in, then obviously hit that a few times. What's going on in the comments section? There's lots of people joining us from all over. Some great team names out there. So I'd just like to mention we've got an ex-crew member, Eric Burton, who served at the Flamborough Lifeboat Station during 1966 to 1972. He's playing along tonight in the Pyjama Party, Love Your Grandad. So hello, Eric. Can we have a shout out, Deal CRT? Hello, Deal CRT. Hope you're not too busy tonight. Let's say hello to Harley and Joel. It's their 5th birthday today, and it was brilliant despite lockdown. Now recovering with a beer and no correct answers on this quiz, so well done. Maybe this next round is your round. Right, so have we all got drinks? Have you all been to the toilet? You all ready? So let's get back to the quizzing. So here it is, our final general knowledge round on all things maritime. Now, let's go for it. Round 5, question 1. Just a quick shout out to Isabella, who's still up. Question 1. In what year was the Coast Guard founded in the UK and Ireland, not long after which the RNLI was created? In what year was the Coast Guard founded in the UK and Ireland, not long after which the RNLI was created? Okay, question 2. Which class of RNLI lifeboat, first launched in 1982, is also the name of a shipping forecast area? Oh, I nearly said it then. Which class of RNLI lifeboat, first launched in 1982, is also the name of a shipping forecast area? There's one for you, Radio 4 listeners. Question 3. Quick shout out to the City of Manchester branch. Hello. Question 3. The Royal Charter gale of 1859, in which 133 ships sank, led to what being established? The Royal Charter gale of 1859, in which 133 ships sank, led to what being established? That was the Royal Charter gale of 1859, in which 133 ships sank, led to what being established? Okay, question 4. Frederick Stanley Mockford invented which distress signal based on the French for "help me"? Frederick Stanley Mockford invented which distress signal based on the French for "help me"? Okay, question 5. What does sonar stand for? What does sonar stand for? Our team name is COVID-19. Tasteful. Okay, question 6. Which of the following is a type of knot? Is it A, a Zeppelin bend, B, a Beatles bend, or C, a Queen bend? So, question 6, which of the following is a type of knot? A, Zeppelin bend, B, a Beatles bend, or C, a Queen bend? Hello George, who is nearly 4. Keep those eyes open a little bit longer. Nearly there. Right, question 7. How many stripes commonly signifies the rank of captain? How many stripes commonly signifies the rank of captain? Question 8. Which pirate adventure book adaptation was chosen as this week's National Theatre Live play? Which pirate adventure book adaptation was chosen as this week's National Theatre Live play? Question 9. How deep is 1 fathom in feet? This is a multiple choice, so your choices are A, 6 feet, B, 60 feet, or C, 600 feet. So how deep is 1 fathom in feet? A, 6 feet, B, 60 foot, or C, 600 foot? Okay, so the last question of the very first Facebook Live online virtual pub quiz is: what name is given to the deepest known point in the Earth's ocean at nearly 11,000 meters below the surface, and in which ocean is it located? There's a point for each of those. So, what name is given to the deepest known point in the Earth's ocean at nearly 11,000 meters below the surface, and in which ocean is it located? There's a point for each there. Hello, the Jim Jammy crew. This is actually what I wear to bed. Right, I'll give you a few seconds more and then it is time for the answers. So, round 1. Here come the answers. So, the maximum score you can get in this round is 16. So, question number 1. In 2024 is the RNLI's 200th birthday. So that was the major milestone that we will celebrate. 2, Sir William Hillary. So Sir William Hillary lived on the Isle of Man. Question 3. The RNLI flag has a crown and anchor at its centre. There's a point for each of those. So that's a crown and an anchor. The first street collection was in Manchester. The first motor lifeboat was stationed at Tynemouth. That was question 5. Give a shout out to PW69 Nights who are tuned in between jobs. Frontline staff right there, thank you. The RNLI, this is question 6. The RNLI was originally called the Royal National Institution for the Prevention of Life from Shipwreck. Catchy slogan. So that was question 6. The Royal National Institution for the Prevention of Life from Shipwreck. So question 7. The All-Weather Lifeboat Centre opened in 2015. Question 8. Elizabeth Hostvedt was the first woman to qualify as an RNLI crew member. Question 9. Arklow was the RNLI's first lifeboat station in Ireland. So Arklow was the first RNLI station in Ireland. The Zetland is the world's oldest surviving lifeboat, the Zetland. So that was the answers to round 1, maximum score of 16 there. So round 2, that was the RNLI lifeboat fleet. This is again another maximum of 16 points. So question 1 was B, 238 lifeboat stations. So there are 238. Question 2, roughly 60% of launches are only possible where are we? Roughly 60% of launches are only possible because of gifts left in wheels, and you can have a point for 5% either side of that. The Tamar is 16 metres long. That was question 3. Question 4 was the Shannon class lifeboat uses water jets. Question 5, the E class is our fastest lifeboat. Question 6, we started providing our lifeboat service on the Thames in 2002. Question 7, our most northerly station is 8th in Shetland. Our most southerly station is St Helier in Jersey. Our most easterly is Lowestoft in Suffolk. And our most westerly is Valentia on Ireland's Kerry coast. Now there's 1 point for each, and there's 2 extra points if you've got all 4 of those correct. So that was northerly 8th, southerly St Helier, easterly Lowestoft, and Valentia in Ireland's Kerry coast. Question 8. The first number denotes the class of the lifeboat, and the second number denotes the build number, and there was 1 point for each of those. That was the numbers on the hull. So the first number denotes the class, the second the build number. Question 9. A hovercraft controller is called a pilot. And question 10, our appeal to save our sevens aims at extending their life. That was answer C, 25 years. That was round 2. So round 3 was on water safety, maximum of 10 points for this round. The question 1. The answer was A, less than 15 degrees C. So cold water shock can appear when the temperature when the temperature on the water is less than 15 degrees C. That was A. I Respect the Water, question 2, I Respect the Water campaign, its key message is float to live. I Respect the Water campaign's key message is float to live. That was the answer to question 2. Question 3, an orange windsock means there are offshore or strong wind conditions, so not the time to go out in an inflatable. Question 4, our news show Water Safety Wednesdays broadcasts at 10:15 a.m. here on Facebook. So if you want to watch that with the kids, then 10:15 a.m. here every Wednesday. RNLI Inspector Captain Ward designed the cork life jacket. Question 6, PLB stands for Personal Locator Beacon. Question 7, the Bay of Fundy is in Canada. Question 8, the weaver fish is the one that can sting bathers down at the beach. And that was the weaver. Question 9, if you see someone in trouble at the coast, you should call 999 or 112 and ask for the Coast Guard. Question 10, for emergencies, it's channel 16 that is used on a VHF radio. So round 4 was RNLI medal winners. There's a maximum of 11 points for this round. So question 1, Sir William Hillary was awarded 4 gold medals. Question 2, Eileen Jones was the first female crew member to be awarded a medal in 2005. Question 3, Dean Hegarty is coxswain at Castle Townbear in Ireland. Question 4, the first crew to win bronze medals were from Cromer. Question 5, each medal is inscribed with "Let not the deep swallow me up." Question 6. Charles Fremantle was awarded the RNLI's first ever gold medal in 1824. Question 7. Grace Darling and her father rowed to the wreck of the Forfarshire. Question 8. Henry Freeman was saved by his new cork life jacket. Question 9. The Torbay crew scooped the Pride of Britain award. Remember watching that on telly. Question 10. Henry Blogg won 7 medals, 3 gold, 4 silver, and for the bonus point his dog was called Monty. And round 5, a maximum of 11 points for this round. The Coast Guard was founded in 1822. That was question 1. Question 2. Tyne is the name of the lifeboat and shipping forecast area I was looking for. Question 3. The Royal Charter Gale led to storm forecasting. Question 4. Mockford invented May Day, which is also the name of our fundraising campaign each May. Question 5. Sonar stands for sound navigation ranging. Question 6 was answer A. Zeppelin bend is a type of knot. Zeppelin bend. Not much use for a beetle bend or a queen bend. But question 7. A captain wears 4 stripes. Question 8. Treasure Island was broadcast on the National Theatre Live. Question 9. A fathom is equal to 6 feet. Question 5. Sonar stands for sound navigation ranging. That was the one you're after. Question 10. At almost 11,000 meters, Challenger Deep in the Pacific Ocean's Mariana Trench is the deepest point in the oceans, and you get 1 point for each. So that's 1 point for Challenger Deep and 1 point for Mariana Trench. And that concludes the first ever RNLI Facebook Live pub quiz. Once you've totaled up your scores, do add them in the comments so that we can see how well you've all done and compare them with your friends. The maximum score is 64 points, excluding any handicap bonuses that we said at the start. So a huge thank you to everyone who's tuned in this evening. It's been brilliant. Some great comments coming in, and a huge thanks to everyone who has been donating. It looks pretty impressive. I think we are up. Let's have a look. Over £600, so that's very impressive indeed. Thank you all ever so much for donating. If you haven't already, but you would like to support our life-saving work, then you can use the Facebook donate button below or in the web link in the video description to make a donation. You'll support me so much, and we really couldn't do it without you. So thanks again to everyone for playing. Take care. Stay safe, and we hope to see you out on the coast in the not too distant future. Thanks very much for joining.